How to spot the next big stock before it soars. I'm going to be honest, it is the worst feeling in the world to see a stock you were this close to buying suddenly go to the moon. You see the headlines, the price is going crazy, and you're just screaming at your screen, "I knew it. Why didn't I buy?" That feeling of always being late, of showing up to the party after I've already given away all the money. Every investor feels that. You're tired of seeing stocks like Nvidia that you knew about just take off while you're left on Earth. Well, guess what? That feeling ends right now. In this video, I'm not giving you boring, complicated charts or some dumb get-rich-quick scam. I'm going to give you the secret blueprint that the smartest investors use to find these companies before they get famous. We are going to build a repeatable checklist you can use over and over and over. By the end of this, you will have a brand new way of looking at stocks and an actual checklist to find these winners yourself. Let's go. The why and credibility. So, why does literally everyone miss out on these stocks? It's usually two simple things. First, they're looking in the wrong places. They're chasing yesterday's news, buying whatever is already popular, which means they're buying at the very top. Second, they have no system. They're just guessing or listening to a random tip with zero way to know if a company is actually good. We are fixing this right now. We're going to steal the playbook from the world's best investors. These aren't secrets, it's a discipline. We'll mix the hunt for insane growth with the smarts of making sure a company won't go broke. This is what separates gambling from smart investing. It's how you get so confident in a stock that you actually invest instead of just watching it fly away from the sidelines. Section 1. The framework. The 3 signs of a breakout stock. If you want to find the next 100 times stocks over and over, you need a framework. A checklist that ignores all the noise and focuses on what actually matters. I call it the 3 signs of a breakout stock. It's so simple, it's super effective, and it's built on 3 pillars: a rock-solid foundation, a game-changing explosion, and a massive industry tsunami. Sign number 1, a foundation of strong fundamentals. Before you fall for a company's crazy story, you have to open the hood and check the engine. A cool idea means nothing if the business is literally burning all its money. We're looking for a healthy, growing machine. First, you need to see crazy revenue and earnings growth. A stock can't go up forever if nobody is buying their stuff. You want to see their sales climbing like crazy, preferably by double digits every single year. It's proof people actually want their product, but sales are only half of it. We need profits to go up, which we measure with earnings per share or EPS. Huge EPS growth shows a company isn't just selling more stuff, it's making more money on everything it sells. A good trick here is the PEG ratio. It helps you see if a stock's price is cheap compared to how fast it's growing. A PEG ratio under 1.0 is often a green light to start digging deeper to see if you found a bargain, but you have to compare it to others in its industry. Finally, check if the company is broke. Look at their balance sheet. Do they have a mountain of debt? A company with tons of debt is insane risk because all its profits go to the bank instead of back into making the company bigger. A healthy company has the freedom to survive when things get bad and to attack new opportunities. Sign number 2, a clear and powerful catalyst. A great company can just sit there, being totally ignored for years. A catalyst is the spark, the giant explosion that makes the whole world wake up and say, "Whoa, what is that?" That's what causes the stock price to jump like crazy. One of the biggest catalysts is a new insane product. Just think what the iPhone did for Apple. A game-changing product can create brand new markets and lead to exponential growth. This is what people mean by a disruptive business model. They aren't just playing the game, they are rewriting the rules. Another catalyst can be a huge change in who's in charge. A legendary new CEO can bring a boring company back to life, and always watch the earnings reports. A company that completely crushes what the experts predicted will almost always see its stock get a massive boost. We can also look for clues on the stock chart. For example, a stock breaking above a key price level like its 50-day or 200-day moving average can signal that momentum is finally flipping from bad to good. Another thing to watch for is a gigantic spike in how many people are trading it. When a stock's price jumps on way more volume than usual, it's a huge sign that giant professional investors are starting to buy millions of dollars worth, and that's a massive vote of confidence. Sign number 3, strong industry tailwinds. The final sign is about the big picture. Is the company in an industry that's in a massive growth phase? Imagine trying to swim against a tsunami. Now imagine riding on top of the tsunami. That's a tailwind. You dramatically increase your odds by investing in a great company that's part of a booming industry. Think about the epic changes happening in the world. The switch to clean energy, the AI explosion, crazy new biotech. These are powerful long-term tsunamis. Companies leading these fields have a massive advantage because the demand for what they do is getting bigger every single day. When you're researching a company, ask, is the total market they can sell to getting bigger? A company with a killer product in a giant expanding market has an incredible runway for growth. A company that makes better solar panels is riding the global green energy wave. An AI software company is winning because literally every other company is scrambling to use AI. When you invest with these giant trends, you're not just betting on one company, you're betting on the future. So let's recap the framework. Strong fundamentals. Making more money and more profit with a clean balance sheet. Clear catalyst, an explosion like a new product or an insane earnings report that will make everyone pay attention. Industry tailwinds. The company is riding a giant wave of industry growth. When you find a company that has all three, you might have just found a life-changing stock. Section 2, the framework in action. 3 stocks on my radar right now. All right, I gave you the secret formula, now let's use it. I'll walk you through 3 different companies that I think are showing some of these insane signs right now. Huge disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. These are not buy recommendations. Do not just go buy these stocks. This is all to teach you how the framework works. You have to do your own research before making any investment decisions. Seriously. Stock number 1, Fortinet, FTNT. Our first example is Fortinet, a monster in the cybersecurity world. Let's run it through our checklist. First, fundamentals. In today's world, cybersecurity is not optional, and Fortinet has shown solid growth. We always have to check the latest numbers, but this company has a history of growing as companies are forced to upgrade their digital defenses, especially with new AI-powered threats. This creates non-stop demand. Looking at its valuation, while you have to compare its PE ratio to its competitors, some analysts think it might be a bargain for its growth. Second, the catalyst. The biggest catalyst for the entire cybersecurity industry is, sadly, the fact that cyber attacks are only getting worse. It's crazy, but it creates a permanent need for what Fortinet sells. For the company itself, new innovations and crushing their sales goals could be the spark. A killer earnings report that destroys Wall Street's expectations could easily make this stock explode. Third, industry tailwinds. This is where Fortinet is a monster. The cybersecurity market isn't a fad, it's a critical, expanding industry. As our entire lives and economies move online, the need for digital protection is only going to get more massive. Fortinet is a leader in a sector with one of the most powerful tsunamis you can find. So with Fortinet, we see a company with a history of big growth, a constant catalyst in digital threats, and a massive industry tailwind. Mid-roll CTA. Okay, if you're getting insane value out of this and starting to see the market in a new way, do me a favor and destroy that like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm to show this video to more people who want to become smarter investors, and it tells me you want more videos just like this. Thanks for that. Now let's get to our second stock. Stock number 2, Shoals Technologies Group, SHLS. Next up is a company from the renewable energy world, Shoals Technologies. These guys make the essential electrical parts for solar farms, giant batteries, and EV charging stations. Let's start with fundamentals and catalysts. According to some research, Shoals has a completely insane projected growth rate for its earnings per share. That points to a company that's firing on all cylinders. The catalyst is a one-two punch: innovation and expansion. The company is pushing into new markets like battery storage systems and selling to power-hungry data centers. On top of that, when big-shot analyst firms upgrade the stock or raise their price targets, that acts as a catalyst by bringing in tons of new investors. Now we have to talk about the ride. This stock is a roller coaster. While it's seen some crazy momentum recently, its history is all over the place, which shows you the risk. This isn't some slow, boring stock. It's a high-growth, high-risk play. Finally, the industry tailwinds. The global shift to clean energy is one of the biggest stories of our lifetime. Governments are pouring trillions into green projects, and solar power is getting cheaper and better every year. Shoals is planted right in the middle of this multi-trillion-dollar trend, making the essential picks and shovels for the green revolution. With Shoals, we have a potential high-growth monster fueled by a push into new markets and carried by the powerful tsunami of the green energy transition. Stock number 3, IO Biotech, IOBT. For our third example, let's play on hard mode and look at the high-reward world of biotechnology with a small company called IO Biotech. First, fundamentals and catalysts. For a small biotech company like this, forget about P/E ratios. They have zero earnings. The entire company's value is their future science projects. IO Biotech is developing new types of cancer therapies called therapeutic cancer vaccines. For a company like this, the only catalyst that matters is clinical trial data. They have a giant phase 3 trial for their main drug, and the results are coming. Positive data would be a massive game-changing explosion, but bad data would be devastating. That's the all-or-nothing gamble of biotech. Let's look closer at that catalyst. Everything is riding on their lead drug candidate, IO-102-IO-103. If the data is good, it could prove their entire scientific method works and lead to FDA approval, unlocking a market worth billions. This is the definition of a make-or-break catalyst. Third, the industry tailwinds. The biotech market is set to grow like crazy over the next decade, driven by an aging population, more diseases like cancer, and mind-blowing innovation. IO Biotech is on the cutting edge, trying to use the body's own immune system to fight cancer. If they succeed, they'll be entering a gigantic and growing market. IO Biotech is the perfect example of a high-risk, all-or-nothing bet. It's all about that one huge catalyst, the trial data, but it's happening in an industry with an incredible tailwind of innovation. The what next and risk management. See, this checklist works for any kind of company, but let me be crystal clear, spotting a potential winner is just step one. The next and most important step is for you to do your own deep dive research. Think of this video as the starting point, not the finish line. Treat these ideas as stocks for a watch list. Go read their investor presentations, listen to their earnings calls, and actually understand the risks. And please do not put all your eggs in one basket, ever, especially with crazier growth stocks. That's how you go broke. Not every stock you pick will be a winner. Some will absolutely go to zero. The goal of a smart investor isn't to be right 100% of the time. It's to build a portfolio where your winners are so massive that they more than make up for your losers. Know what you're willing to lose before you invest a single dollar. Conclusion and final CTA. So here's the deal. We're not just looking for good companies. We're looking for good companies at the exact right time. By using our three-part framework, strong fundamentals, a clear catalyst, and industry tailwinds, you can systematically sort through the thousands of stocks out there and create a focused watch list of high-potential companies. You don't have to feel like you're always late to the party anymore. You now have a blueprint to go find the next big thing before it explodes. The key is to put in the work, stay disciplined, and invest with the confidence that comes from doing your own research. Now, I have a challenge for you. In the comments below, tell me which of these 3 signs you think is the most important. And are there any stocks on your radar right now that seem to pass all 3 parts of the checklist? Drop them in the comments below. I read literally every single one. And finally, if this video gave you a new way to think about investing, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. I post deep dives like this all the time to help you become a more confident and successful investor. Thanks for watching.